Welcome to The Burning of the Midnight Temp, where we are dissecting music history, album by album and track by track. And the album we are discussing today is David Bowie's Heathen album from 2002. And we have arrived at the 8th track on this album, 5:15, The Angels Have Gone, a song written by David Bowie for the album. And as usual, we will just start by listening to the song.
Changing trains, this little town let me down. This foreign rain brings me down. 5:15, train overdue. Angels have gone, no ticket. I'm jumping tracks, I'm changing time. We never talk anymore. Forever I will adore you.
There we are.
All Legs and Wings.
Yeah.
That's an interesting track. So, lot of interesting production. Some odd choices, I would say.
Like a drum solo, you mean, in a ballad?
Yeah. There are many things. When it goes to, well, firstly, it takes its time. He takes his time before he goes to the mic. Several bars of this quite beautiful loop in the guitar, and just goes on, and then he comes on. Very low key, the kids would say today, and then the refrain comes. We never talk anymore. You know, it's like this big grandiose ballad. You know, almost Burt Bacharach chair, something cheesy from the 70s, but it's played with a so dark, low guitar fuzz droning sound in the bottom. You know, the song could have had this big classic chorus that what he did with Try Some Buy Some on Reality later, but it's sort of doing the opposite, is downplaying what is expected, and also it's all, you know, it chops a bit. You know, he doesn't do what you expect him to do as the song continues.
Well, I think the song is all the better for it.
Yes, it's probably it's of course it's done deliberately, but and they're trying to make the song more interesting by adding all this. Yeah,
There's also a bit peculiar choice with having this. It has to be this type of voice thing you have on your synth. That is this choir.
You have mentioned that in an earlier track. Maybe it was even on Reality. It's kind of a little bit cheap sounding choir synth. But I still think it maybe works better here than on that other track, which I can't think which it was at the moment. It sort of gives the title there, 5:15, early morning, I would assume, and not in the afternoon. So it gives that it has that morning feeling to it. You know, maybe the sun is just about to come up, or has just come up over the horizon, and it's a beautiful scenery type of feeling to it.
And also the voice, this synth voice doesn't sound all human, so it's almost like an angel's voice.
Yeah.
he's doing this a lot in from Hours and onwards, combining more, say, naive synthesizers, or from Days to Pity She Was a Whore, you know, simple synthesizer presets, home accordion like sounds, and combining them with live instrumentation with a lot of little details and reverb and things that make it sound live, and combining them with these programmed and often simple programming, making it complex. I think it's just probably an aesthetic he likes.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's also from a production point of view that it sounds like you have kind of just kept some ideas from the first demos.
Very likely. So it is a very dynamical song, going from very low key verses to the powerful choruses. Definitely a chorus here. And some great vocal range for Bowie in the chorus as well. This is Bowie at his most powerful, and it is also a song that Bowie himself expressed a particular fondness for performing live. It was one of his favorite tracks from the album, citing its depth and the vocal challenges it presented. So he did play it in total 55 times, so maybe not as much regarding that it was a favorite of Bowie. But maybe the vocal challenges also meant that maybe he was considering his day form that day, whether he would perform it or not.
Yeah.
Maybe. So he played the first time in June 2002 at Roseland Ballroom in New York, one of the first shows on Heathen tour. And the last time was 14th of March 2004 in Hong Kong. It was included on the Reality Tour album as a digital bonus track, but was not included in the DVD version. But going back to the title, 515, there's another song, quite famous song, also called 515 by
The Who.
Yes, from Quadrophenia. Maybe suggesting a certain connection. They both sort of shares experiences of rootlessness and reflection in both of these songs. And interestingly enough, both Bowie and Pete Townsend, they used to take the milk train home together from late night club nights in weekends when they were young. And according to Bowie, the train left around 5:15 in the morning.
So this is the ride home after spending an evening living the swinging London life.
Mm-hmm.
So that fits with the mood.
Yeah, and Bowie actually dedicated a live performance of the song to John Entwistle of The Who, the bassist in The Who, shortly after Entwistle's death, highlighting a personal connection to the song and its themes as well.
Yeah. And there's also, of course, as we've mentioned, Pete Townsend on a track, a couple of songs earlier on this album.
Slow Burn.
Slow Burn.
Yeah, and lyrically, I mean, it's about leaving town. This little town let me down. He sings. Leaving someone, maybe. We never talk anymore, as he says in the chorus.
But then there's the Angels. And that, of course, ties to the overall religious iconography on the booklet and the title Heathen and several other songs, but it also ties back to a couple of other Bowie songs concerning angels. Look Back in Anger, at least. I think there are more, I can't remember it's on the spot.
Is there something on the Hours?
New Angels of Promise.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Probably more as well. So I don't know what the angels represent here.
What do you think the angels represent in this song? If you know, let us know. Leave us a comment below. Any more comments to this song? Or are we going to skip to the next one?
Beautiful song.
It is a beautiful song.
I like it as well.
It goes by almost unnoticed when you listen to the album. But that is because it has such a nice flow.
Yes.
But as you said, Trond, about I Would Be Your Slave, that would be interesting to hear that in a sort of stripped down Bring Me the Disco King version. I think that would have been the same with this. If it had kept the tempo and the mood from the opening and it didn't have this chorus, but it had it would have been a slow early morning Bowie in the piano bar crooning away as the sun goes up. It would have been interesting to hear. Not that it would be better, of course, but it would be interesting to hear it as a stripped down song, because this is not a stripped down song. There's a lot of different elements and parts that are connected. So it's very much a composition and a studio composition as such.
I don't know if I agree. I mean, of course, it could always be interesting to hear a different version, but the interesting part of this song, I mean, it's a beautiful song, the quiet parts, but it's the dynamic here that really makes it interesting. the surprise when the chorus comes. And I mean, as we said, there is a short drum solo in there as well, which fits very well into the song.
It does.
Mm.
But I see what you mean. It sort of precedes as well the recording of Bring Me the Disco King that we would hear on the next album.
Yeah, maybe we could say that he's slowly moving to jazz,
Yeah.
very slowly.
And with that, thank you for watching us. We also have a podcast that you can listen to where we are discussing this whole album and other albums by both Bowie and other artists. We have a Patreon channel, so if you want to support us there, where you can get early access to every song on this album and future albums that we will discuss. Until then, we're just going to say goodbye and have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Come and say hi soon.